arrived yesterday from the Philippines. This morning, yeah, this morning at 3 o'clock. Yeah. Chair next to you. Wow, you are all so beautiful and gorgeous. Alright, so without further ado, I am basically a master in migrants and refugees in a department called Ministry for Migrants and Itinerant. Have you heard of the word itinerant? You know what is an itinerant? Okay, itinerant is people on the move. Right? Migrants? How many of you have heard about migrants? Refugees? Anyone heard about refugees, migrants? Asylum seeker? Yes, no, yes? Probably, yeah. Okay, by end of the day, I believe you will know the difference between the migrants, the refugees, and also an asylum seeker. So I'm honored to share experience as a migrant and as a refugee in Malaysia. Yeah? So apologize that Miss Helen can't make it because she finishes a class. You and her, she's a student. She just finished a class at 3 o'clock and she's from Central. For her to come all the way here, it will be 4 o'clock, so I don't think it's possible. So we will have two persons here to share about their experiences. Raymond is from a refugee community and Doris is from a domestic worker migrant. Yeah. So I leave it up to yes.
Nice to have you today here. And may I know your names and how long have you been here in Malaysia?
Maybe you can speak louder so that the rest can hear. Yeah.
I am Rayton from Myanmar. I have been here for more than 10 years, almost 15 years. Yes.
My name is Doris and I am here for 18 years. I am from Philippines. Manila.
Yes, I have two children. All of us.
How old are you?
The eldest is 6, second is 4, and third is almost 1 years.
So me, I have 7 children. The eldest is 29, 26, 24, 23, 22, and the youngest are twins. This is my 23 years old daughter.
So, you told us that you're a logistic worker, right? So, what are your challenges as a logistic worker and a mother taking children?
Yeah, for me, in my case, it's not easy to leave my children behind, but I need to provide them a good education like you, that you have the opportunity to learn and to get your degree. So that is also my aim, to give them the education that they need and to provide them the best life that they can possibly. That's why I am doing my best to work hard, even though it's so sad and it's so hard not to have anyone here. But we just need to be more focused and be more mentally stronger. My daughter's crying.
And how do you overcome this challenge?
Sorry.
How do you overcome?
Yeah, through the help of church, friends, and some like that.
So,
My challenge is like we usually cannot return to our home country. So this is more than 10 years. But we can contact by phone strong and community, the faith community also, and serving also. So good. And then the children education, the children is like we cannot go to the formal school, so we go to the community center run by NGO or our own community member, or like other refugee community. So that is the thing. So and then like medical healthcare. So I'm been here for more than 10 years, but we cannot get the universities recognition. So I have to wait. So before that, we go to hospital something. We have a price, for example, price like one time doing 100 medical checkup or something simple only.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after getting the UN recognition, we got 50%. But that is easier. But many people cannot get that thing. So that's also. So for me, my third child also cannot get the recognition yet. So I have to wait. So in terms of sickness, something we have to raise advice, and then like working also for us, we cannot like we cannot get paid by like local or migrants and no insurance. So it is also challenges. Yes.
So that's good that your family good.
Yes.
Yeah. In my part, I cannot make I'm not allowed to be, as Ma'am Josephine said earlier, I cannot bring along my children here to be my beneficiary or to live with me because we're not entitled to. Then about the when we got sick, me and like just 2 years ago I had FMA surgery. So all is my under expense, my own expense. So I asked to the help of the community, to the help of those good-hearted people, that I managed to do my operation. And now I know my healing part. That's a sad thing. I cannot be my family, but we are, the salary-wise we are more than more than refugee. So the advantage for them is they can make their family but the salary is that low. So that is the differences.
One thing good is whatever we earn, we never pay the tax. So that is the thing. Yes. But we cannot officially work like full time. So we need to be careful. So that's the thing.
So, what are your hopes and dreams?
Yes, like we leave our country, so here a better life. Like we refugees, we hoping to be settled in that country. Here also not easy. Like we cannot work properly, and then we cannot go to school, something like that. So our hope is to be settled in that country. That is the meantime we also we want to give our children good education. We try our best, but many difficulties. That is, but one day, but the narrow like the chance to be visited that country is narrow, but still open chance, so that is that country, and then that we can have like we can stay safety, and then we can move freely like a human like democratic country that is.
So in my part, my hopes and dreams is I can go back soon together with my children, but I want to go back with stability in life. So currently I'm studying, I'm in my third year college, taking is my classmate. She is taking major in math and major in English. So while I'm here, I'm not wasting my time, and I make sure that before I go back for good, I have the skills or the degree to go and to work on my own. Because sooner, all of you, not only my children, will have their own lives. So I know in later time I will be alone. So I want to prepare that retirement day. And now for now, my goals is to look after them until I get it.
Thanks a lot for joining us today here and hope all your dreams come true and soon you go back to your country. Also, do you have any last words?
And my last word is please subscribe, like, and share.
Oh yeah, she's a YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Please subscribe, like, and share my channel, YouTube, Doris Corner. I am singing there. I do a lot of things there, but not crazy things, all positive things. Mostly it's a music channel. So if you can subscribe, not subscribe is more work. No, because that is one of my income. And in YouTube, you can have your income also as well. By vlogging, even simple video when you plug it and speak up viral, it will give you money. So that is one of my way of reducing my homesickness. And all I can say is don't waste time. Time is gold. Congratulations everyone. Once the opportunity comes, please grab it. And then later on you will have lots of selection to choose. So for now, grab it, grab it, grab it.